You can see purple cornflowers mulched, black-eyed Susan. I need to put another bag around the aster there. This black-eyed Susan's good. There's some bulbs planted at this end. Right here, that's why it's elongated. Black-eyed Susan's there. I add a little bit more mulch. So anyway, I'll add. I got to do it soon because we're going to be getting some extreme temperatures. 35 for a high this weekend. It's 70 something today. So anyway, I'm going to add another bag of mulch around some of these plants. And another important thing about mulch, not only does it, amend the soil, which is a good thing. As it dissolves, it amends the soil, which is good. So it also helps keep the roots moist, all right, so it don't dry out as quick. It also helps insulate the roots against the hot sun or the heavy frost during the winter. Like we'll definitely get a frost this weekend, a hard frost. But because of the mulch has so many air gaps in it, it provides a certain amount of insulation, so the root won't freeze. Okay, so the top will, but we don't care about that. You're more interested in the roots in the fall. So that way there, the roots will still probably have another couple of weeks, depending on the temperatures, for its roots to start spreading. And by doing that, because the roots do spread quick, and by doing that, come spring, the root system will already be a very strong root system, so the plants will take off. So yeah, if you can go to a garden place and you find plants that are like really crappy in the fall, 50% off, 75% off, as long as they're not dead, no matter how scraggly, go ahead and buy them. You get them cheap and you plant them, and they can do good. So anyway, that was pretty much it. It's so warm that I actually have some plants budding, believe it or not, trees. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Hit the little bee in the bottom right hand corner, hit the notification bell, and if you want to hit the thumbs up, go ahead, leave a comment, fine, as long as the comments are clean, you stay on. Nasty comments get bumped. So I just appreciate everybody watching. Thanks. Mulch and everything. Always pay attention to how close the plants can be to each other, so you don't get overcrowding. Over here, there's nothing but bulbs planted in there, tulips and possibly some other ones. So that's why I planted it right next to it. And you can see I got a fall mum there, a hardy mum there. Well, 3 of them. There's one there, one right there, and one right there. The deer will eat them, so that's why I have them in the bee garden, because I have an electric fence to keep the deer out. One section I have to raise. Now, you may ask how much mulch to put on them. I always use minimum of 2 inches. 3 inches is usually pretty good. And also, oh hey Nico, yeah. Okay, the screen on this thing is getting really loose, waiting for it to break apart, like you care, right? Anyway, the other thing, when you use mulch, I don't care what kind of mulch unless it's rubber. I really don't recommend the dye-colored mulch because the dye eventually will fade. But also that's chemicals that you're letting go into the ground soil. So if you're all about the green bullshit New Deal, no, it has nothing to do with the New Deal, but you can't, okay? But anyway, nitrogen. So when you use mulch, the nitrogen gets depleted in the soil as the mulch breaks down. So I use natural because of my bee, my apiary, for my bees. And this whole garden here, pretty large area, is all mostly plants for bees and butterflies and hummingbirds. But anyway, so I use blood meal, okay? You can get a 50-pound bag of blood meal for like $100. I know $100 is a lot of money, but 50 pounds is a lot. You can get smaller batches. But for me, I use 50 pounds out here. Might do half the garden, I want to say. But anyway, blood meal will help keep rabbits and other animals from eating your plants also. If you sprinkle it around the plants, because the smell of the blood, they don't like it. So anyway, use blood meal. I don't recommend the chemical. You can use chemical fertilizers if you want, but there's plenty of natural nitrogen like blood meal. So I really recommend blood meal. Look, if you do buy blood meal, look to see about the additives, because some of them put a lot of fillers in it. So make sure you're getting true blood meal. And that really helps with the nitrogen. So that the very important step is mulch. I don't care what kind of mulch you use other than rubber. It will deplete the soil of nitrogen. So definitely, blood meal has a nitrogen level of 12. Okay, so sprinkle that around. Oh, you don't have to do the whole garden like me. I just put it around each plant. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Bones, come on. You watch this, probably still recording. It is. Oops. Sorry, people. No, I'm not going to edit that out. Alright, this is part of my global warming one. This rant's about global warming. Myth or fact. I'm going to throw a lot of stuff in here that's going to be pretty interesting. But anyway, first thing I want to say, this is the middle of November. 74 degrees out up here in Michigan. It's so warm, some of my trees are starting to rebud. So you know what? Oh my God, global warming, run for your lives, run for your lives. Holy shit, we're gonna die. It's happened many times before. But anyway, this whole rant here is going to be, like I say, different. It'll be pieced together because I've already done some. I just thought I'd throw this one in here because it's really nice out today. And this weekend, high on Saturday or Sunday, I believe it was only 35. So yeah, global warming, right? So anyway,